The communities of Grand Isle, Golden Meadow, and Matthews were the first hit by Ida's devastating force and are now the last to be rescued.
I needed help.
People living in the region are reeling and in some cases completely cut off. As water rushed in, many who stayed had no way out. Josh Welch rode out the hurricane on his barge in Grand Isle.
It was like being in a blizzard. It was raining so hard you could not see.
Those who survived the initial impact are now struggling to escape the storm's aftermath. Emergency teams can't make rescues because they can't cross roads that are now gone.
This is pretty common what you're seeing here, right?
Yeah, all we're doing is clearing debris and assisting the Louisiana DOT in order to get traffic going back on this highway.
Highways and back roads across Louisiana are a minefield of downed trees and power lines.
I had to get them to come rescue me from my house to get out.
And you're out here trying to open these roads.
Right, that's how bad it is.
The stranded could be stuck for days.
When there is a break in the road, there's no shortage of destruction on the side of it. As we get closer to Grand Isle, this is what we're finding. Neighborhood after neighborhood that was just obliterated.
The trail of debris only ends where the flooding begins again.
This is where the only road to Grand Isle ends. It's still under several feet of water and broken into pieces just behind me. It's the community down the road from here where neighbors were said to be on their rooftops waiting for help to arrive.
7 miles long, Grand Isle was the only inhabited barrier island in Louisiana. Our team in the air with the Coast Guard surveying the damage. Less than 1,000 people lived here, but the exact number of trapped or missing remains unclear.
We've got a large population so that got hit with a very large Category 4 storm. Everybody's hurting in different ways.
This morning, communities still out of reach, but hanging on to hope.
I mean, Miguel, you mentioned some places like Grand Isle, people in these places completely cut off. Have officials been able to at least make contact with them and communicate with them at all?
Yeah, Craig, there was some good news late overnight. We've heard from a fire chief who is in Grand Isle. He was able to tell authorities he believes nearly everyone got out of that community with their lives. He says nearly every building was destroyed, but most folks were able to run to a fortified local fire department, and that likely saved dozens of lives.
Wow.
Craig?
Okay. Miguel Almaguer for us there.
Boy, that's some good news because those people stuck around there, got hit by those 150-plus mile-an-hour winds for hours and hours.
Yeah. Yesterday, you were talking to the president of Jefferson Parish, and she mentioned that was one of their chief concerns.
Yeah, they couldn't get there. But, boy, I'm glad to hear that news this morning. Okay.
Hey, thanks for watching our YouTube channel. Find your favorite recipes, celebrity interviews, uplifting stories, shop our favorite deals, and so much more with the Today app. Download it now.